Most of the problems you're about to face are already solved, and those who solved them showed their work. It can be an incredibly freeing feeling to find and start to accept this. These are the great foundations for support to learn deeper details of solutions while still making progress for yourself. Becoming aware that other people have shown windows to how they solve coding problems, not just the solutions themselves, help you formulate the ways that make the most sense to you. Working your way through these little bits and pieces to help fit together the bigger picture will help immensely. It starts with what you search for online. Starting to create a web of similar questions and terms based on what you find will shorten the amount of time to find answers. Looking for how to find solutions versus just the solution, looking for thoughts and assumptions, what others brought to the table of understanding, what were the things they Googled for, the links they found helpful, diagrams of higher level understanding, or even links to the actual demos. You can look for this as paying it forward in the technology community. This is a conscious exercise on becoming better at searching the web to find best practices to solutions you crave. These are voices you can leverage to emulate things you may not completely understand to push forward. Initially, the goal is awareness. Letting someone else drive the details will help. I highly recommend keeping a personal journal of links, such as bookmarking, pen and paper, or even apps like Evernote. Yourself when you're confronted with the same problems again. These breadcrumbs you lay will now help drive great behaviors when you're on a team, or ready to possibly give back to the same communities and mediums that helped you. If you have possible directions to formulate solutions, you can start to think about the next steps. Following through with the steps can be thought of as iterations. These are circle processes, or rather, the end means starting again. The idea here is to measure how long it took you to find and create a solution. Maybe it took you 3 hours the first time. What about the next? 2.5 hours? This shows progress. Really, anything to get yourself out of pure inner dialogue and more into reality, the better. Feelings of accomplishment are great. Let's create personal processes and exercises to help stimulate great experiences. There are very few problems that have not been solved by others. As initially uncomfortable as it may seem, it's a reality in technology. If it's not immediately apparent when researching, it's probably because you're not using the same words, and that's okay. One behavior that could help meeting others on the same page, keep the terms you Googled for in a journal. Write the term and how many pages it took you to find the high-quality answer. Did another term come up? Write that one down. Adding similar terms to the same search, you can aid the search engine to find related material. If you're new to technology and feel completely disconnected from the terms, I highly recommend looking up available programming jobs. You can include entry, junior, or even internships in the search. This will help you create a first version of your personal web of terms. You'll start to find similar words and skills between these job postings. This will be a great reference to underline the most sought-after skills. Finding these relations that potential employers, or just the fact that professionals in the industry wrote these terms, gives you the best possible airline view to emulate. What does a junior developer mean? It usually involves basic communication and some sort of experience.